Today's video is going to be a gaming review, and that game is, as you can see, EA Sports FIFA 20. FIFA 20 was developed by EA Vancouver and EA Romania this year and uses the Frostbite free engine. Now, in all the renditions of FIFA Ultimate Team, not much has happened this year. They've added some new things like the objectives. The objectives allows you to progress as in a season-based way. It has milestones which don't get upgraded too often, and the weekly ones are pretty good for getting XP for the seasons. Season progress and even the weekly progress can only be done through collecting certain goals or playing certain amount of games with a certain amount of players. You can do that through either rivals or squad battles. Now, squad battles is an easier way to do it as you only play against bots and not real people, but the rewards obviously lack and it's hard to get to the top ranks and even top 100, while rivals, I would say, a bit easier, although again you get matched with people who are the same rank as you, so it's slightly easier. The rewards are much better though, and obviously if you win the right amount of games you can progress to FUT Champs. FUT Champs, the rewards are much better, especially during Team of the Season, as you can unlock Team of the Season rewards. Also this year we see the return of squad building challenges. Definitely one of my favourite things in the game. If you don't like gameplay or even playing the football, you don't need to get rewards and to get better players. You can do these puzzles, these challenges, build squads with the right requirements, and you'll get the player you want. Obviously the better rewards later on in the game are harder to get with many squads and higher rating squads to achieve, but I think it's definitely worth it. I would grind more towards squad building challenges than playing out a week of rivals just to get a player by chance, so it's a really good alternative way. And also you can get packs from a lot of the players, and they added the icons in as part of the seasonals as well, which is great. You grind towards those and you can unlock free icons in the game. It's a really good mode, and they really need to just keep adding and adding and adding to it because it's great. One of the things that I think hasn't been improved too much in the past few years is the transfer market. Now, there is many ways that you can search for different types of players by league, by club, by if they're bronze, silver or gold, but there is no way to search for a certain rating. Let's say if you need an 86 rated player in a squad building challenge, you should be able to search for an 86 rated player. Otherwise you just have to know which ones are 86. Also, you can't search for just bronze special cards or just silver special cards or just gold special cards. It's only special. This is a thing I think they should change. The transfer listings this year hasn't changed either, although I don't really see much room for improvement, and the same for the transfer targets. I feel like this is something that is at its fullest, and it's good. It's how it needs to be, and it's great for the mode. Now, maybe one of the biggest parts of Ultimate Team, of course, is packs, and a lot of the time packs can only be brought with FIFA points, because you're not going to spend the hard-earned money that you've made in-game just on a pack that's luck. The problem I find is that bronze and silver packs just don't get enough variety. There's never any promos for those, and you can understand why, I guess, but in the same time it would be great just to see different variants of packs that aren't just gold, because it's the same 2 packs normal and the same prices. It would just be good if they changed it up, had something fun in there, you know, brought some really good silver cards or bronze cards to the games that would be worth grinding for, rather than just paying money on gold players. The one thing which I think is always impressive about EA Sports games is the menus. It's so easy to transition from one to the next without feeling lost or feeling like if you've never played FIFA you would know how to get around the game. It's simple and it's easy, and it doesn't show more in the search system in Ultimate Team, where you can search for any player, any consumable, any manager, any item. It's super simple. Even the offline game modes, all the menus, really easy to navigate around. Customizing your settings or choosing different music to listen to, it's super simple, and it's been how it has been for many years now, and it doesn't need to be changed. I think a lot of other games, the interface is it's a bit clustered, it's a bit too much, and it's just hard to navigate. EA Sports games, they hit it on the head every time. It's so perfect, and I've never ever seen myself get lost or not know what to do. It's perfect. And now for me, one of the biggest downsides of FIFA games is the amount of game modes that come in and out without too much going on. This year's game mode is Volta, which you can see as a kind of FIFA Street make into the game. Now FIFA Street itself was a standalone game and was super good back in the day when you had Ronaldinho or anyone that you loved, a young Messi running around the little five-a-side pitch. This year's Volta, for me, feels a bit separated from the rest of the FIFA game, and it was similar with the Journey. The 3 years they did the Germany, it was so similar, and now they've ended up stopping that, which I think was the right call, but to put Volta in its place, I'm not sure was the right call. Now, I played Volta a lot at the start. During the FIFA 20 beta, the closed beta, I got the Volta, and I played it a lot, but honestly, since the game actually released in September, I think I've played 5 to 10 games of Volta. It's, like I say, it doesn't stand with the rest of the FIFA. It feels like another game inside of FIFA, which they need to connect it more, and I don't know if they can connect that with storylines or reward systems or linking it somehow to Ultimate Team or even to pro clubs, because that's where the majority of the FIFA players are, and I think it will really, really help the game for the future. Really help the game. Now, the one thing that I think just hasn't progressed in the last few years on FIFA is career mode. Now, this mode has so much potential. Something like Football Manager, you see how much is just explored and how in depth they go. FIFA just doesn't go to that level, and it has so many bugs and glitches in career mode that there's just too many to name, and I understand that it's hard to fix some of them, but they've been in back-to-back FIFAs. Things like loan players not ever going out on loan, or being able to buy players for such a low club when it's like Messi or someone like that. It's something that's unrealistic and would never happen in real life sport. The other thing is the lack of adventure. Every single career mode feels the same, and it shouldn't. Every club is different, and when you go to one country to another, they seem like you're in the same country just with different badges and different teams. They should bring the more realistic outlook to teams. And another thing is women football. They don't explore the women's game enough in FIFA. A few years back they added women to the game. You can only play it in the kickoff modes. No Ultimate Team modes, no Pro Club modes, no Career Mode modes. And I feel like this is a wasted opportunity because there's so much to explore, so many new players you could add into the game, and a career mode as women's football would be so good to play. I think I would literally go into that game every single day because it's just something new to career mode, something that career mode is shouting out for, and we really hope it gets there. I know in the forums it's talked about so much, but overall the game feels the same as last year with an update. And that's the problem, I think, with FIFA this year and FIFA the last few years. I give FIFA 20 an 8.3 out of 10 for the overall game, but the lack of offline adjustments and added abilities into the game, it puts that down from a 9. Women's football needs to be explored more, and career mode really needs to be taken to a new level. Thank you, and remember to subscribe.